whittles with his trusty blade in the Carolina mountains where legends are made. Camping under stars with stories he'll never trade. Bushcraft's in his blood, a skill that won't fade. Knives in his hand, sharp as his rugged wit, honing edges by the fire where the twilight sits. He's got a heart of gold, but his words never quit. In the wilds of the mountains, he feels truly lit. Oh, Patrick of the Pines, living wild and free in the mountains of the Carolinas where the air's salty sea. With his knife and fire, he carves his story. A life unbound by time, forever his glory. Rivers whisper secrets, ancient truths they convey. Patrick listens closely as he hikes the hidden way, building shelters from the trees where the old wood sways. In the rhythm of the forest, he finds his voice to pray. Sunrise to twilight, the mountains are his clock. Nature's symphony. Ridge runner blades, sharp and true, forged in the heart, fresh as dew. Buy one today, bring home the past, a piece of heritage made to last.
What's up, everybody? Man, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. I have been in the great state of Texas all week. I took my live streaming setup with me, and that's why it took me a minute. Stuff wasn't working. It's funny how that works. How's everybody doing? We've got several people in the chat. There's a bit of an echo. A bit of an echo. I don't know where it would be coming from. See if that fixes it. There's no... See if that fixes it. 5x5 from Mr. Landfill. Heck yeah. Oh, man, we got Jacob in the chat. Let's see. We've got Jesus on the intro. I bet you it was playing through my microphone. Because I have my speakers on over there. Good. Awesome. My youngest says hi. Hi, youngest. The youngest of 15. Well, I tell you what a week, guys. I was down at William Collins in Texas, and I literally just walked in the door from Jason Knight's. So I come back last night, flew in last night, got back, left out this morning for Tennessee to Mr. Knight's shop to pick up some stuff, which will probably be on the live stream tomorrow. I can't do it all tonight. It's pretty ridiculous, and I want to devote some time to it. And let's see. Yeah, so we're on the way home. It's pouring down the snow. I didn't know it was going to be snowing, but it was snowing. And we get back, and it's about a 3-hour drive. It's a haul over the mountains. We get an hour back into our trip, and a tractor trailer in the mountains is like, he can't go any further. He's like stuck. So we had to turn around, backtrack, go way down to Elizabethton, Tennessee, and then come all the way back. So it's been a drive. Oh, golly, what a day. But wanted to hop on here because I know we were having some live stream problems down at Williams, having a little bit of bandwidth problems. It's just he's out in the middle of nowhere, and, you know, just have to work with what you got. So I thought I would, because I brought one of the prototypes home. my desk here, it looks like a beaver has been chewing on it with Patrick being here. Uh-oh. That ain't good. That ain't good. Yep. One more thing that doesn't work. Check it out, guys. Look at there. That is the new WCFK. Is that not just badass? I think it is. What's up, Overton sponsor? So the pre-order for this guy is live right now. There's Radio Made Easy. Radio Made Easy is out there teaching everybody how to radio. That's cool. So super happy with the way this thing turned out. It is something else. I'll tell you that. It is something else. Super happy with it. If you guys will give me like 1 second, I'm going to fix that camera because it'll drive me nuts. And I wanted to show you some close-ups. So bear with me 1 sec. Ruh-roh. I broke it. Might have broke it. Let's see. Hey! We fixed it. Nothing a little finagling wouldn't work. So there's a bad buzz. Sorry about that, guys. There's a buzz. I wonder if he's picking up the air conditioner. Anywho, let's see if this works now. It works. Boy, I tell you what, I need to quit tearing this stuff apart and just buy a separate whole setup because this is getting old. And yeah, I was way on the other side of the room. Take a look at this bad guy. So, Patrick, we were all abusing this thing this week. Look at that. So the only difference in this one and the final production model is going to be these are solid black pins instead of hollow pins. So we decided to go with the black pins and an old handle. So it's a lot darker with the black pins. It's really a lot more subtle looking. But this is my user here. This is one of the prototypes. So we beat the snot out of this thing, and it just takes whatever you want to throw at it. I'm super, super happy with it. This is the sheath that it comes in here. Isn't that cool? And I put these. It comes naked. But I go ahead while I was down there. I grabbed a couple pieces of leather and some rivets, but isn't that a good looking setup, guys? I think it is. Look at here. So on the back here, we have an actual pry bar. So you can see it is milled to be a pry bar or ground or whatever you want to say. I mean, popping open paint cans, whatever. You got jimping there for your thumb. So if your thumb is on the back here, you got a place to put it. It's pretty slick. What do you guys think about it? What do you think? It has a lot of different applications. So if you want to bushcraft with it, you can bushcraft with it. If you want more of a self-defense guy, I think this is it. The way he does this big palm swell or this big swell up front kind of gives you a little bit of a guard. It's pretty slick. Pretty slick, if I do say so myself. Super happy with the way it turned out. So with Williams knives, he does his compound grind. So it's actually the same. So you go from a Scandi grind here, and these things will cut the snot out of you. Scandi into a saber grind. All right. This thing works really good for food prep, even because of that. You've got that saber grind there up top, and you have a flat, like chef's place here. You also have up here a swedge up top and a sharpened point on the bottom. So if you're stabbing something, it's going to definitely just crazy. These things are sharp. Let's see here. What do we got going on in the chat? Oh, got off center. We were packing in a hurry, and my office is a wreck. It's been awful. All right, let's see. Roll, chair. Why don't you roll? There's no reason. Besides, you're a piece of junk. All right, let's see. We've got. Looks like a beast. It is a beast. It is a beast, Jacob. Patrick says, I'm a fan of WC. Awesome design. I agree, Patrick. It is an awesome design. It is very awesome. You know what's not awesome? Is this mic stand being right now. I had my other one all dialed in, and I had to tear it apart to take. Is this the one that you were saying has a blunt tip? No, it's not blunt. It is very much a pointy end. What's up, folks? What's up, Benjamin Brewer? I thought I would do a short stream today. For better or for worse, right? So there is I'm not sure exactly what you're saying or what I was saying. You have a pry bar on this end and you have a really pointy end on this end. Oh, and another difference is these letters are not going to be black. They're going to be, so it'll be bead blasted after it's lasered. So all these will be really subtle in the metal. I don't know why y'all make fun of the proper way of saying yellow. Isn't that cool though? That grind, guys. Look at that. Pew. Look at that. That tooth right there. I'll show you. The beaver stick that Patrick left behind here. The way that thing, this way. The way that thing works, see how it will just grab? See that? Is that not something else? It's like effortless. You want to do feathers with more of a plane? I'm no feather stick expert. But it is something else. Something else. All right, let's see what Adam says. I'll tell you what, he just shredded some wood around here. Can't leave him alone for nothing. He says, pardon me, you know it's proper Californian. Pardon me, I think I was absent-minded. What is the intent of the thinner profile near the handle, the teenier profile near the handle, versus the more traditional blade area? Well, multiple reasons, right? Multiple reasons. You have a Scandi here, which is way more conducive to like doing woodwork, carving, doing feather sticks, that sort of thing. This area here is more of your saber food prep area. It works really good. All his knives work really good for food prep, especially with this setup. And so that's the difference. So this is more of your fine work. You can pinch grip this, do some really fine work with that big Scandi grind. And that tooth right there, the way this comes up and goes into like a little tooth, that's made to I mean, if you're reverse gripping this in a more self-defense, that is going to grab and rip open whatever it hits. So through, I mean, whatever, that's going to grab and just rip it open. It's really, really cool. It also is really good for any type of woodwork where you're pulling, you're needing to do fine work. It kind of latches onto that little tooth there and just will shred it right off. Let me grab me a drink here. Oh, it's been so dry. Golly. But yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. This is prototype number C. But yeah, like I said, the only difference is going to be this is all going to be very subtle. It won't be black, and there'll be black pins instead of hollow pins. You can see the picture on the website of what the end result is. Man. So yeah, that's the whole reason behind it. Is that big scan? He does a really steep, and it's the same grind, like it's the same angle, not same grind. It's the same angle across all of this, and so it's really, really easy to sharpen. Um, I was so I was asking, I was asking, William, like, well, how do you like to sharpen? And he uses a piece of steel a lot of times, but the ceramic, like a ceramic rod. We were touching up one of my WCs that I had down there with me, and I found that it was so easy to touch that knife up on just like the little workshop ceramic rod on top. Works perfect for this stuff, and I think that's like did he say a 13-degree grind? Dude, it's steep. This thing it's also a rough grind, so you can see this is a rough grind. It's not a mirror. You don't want this to be mirror. So the whole point of that is like all those little teeth. It just is so sharp. It's like sticky sharp. You put your hand up on it, and it's just sticky sharp. These are all going to be AEBL. So it is a stainless blade. You do have a 90-degree spine on the back for throwing sparks if you want to do that. But they are stainless. So you don't have to really worry about AEBL rusting. It's pretty 12 degrees. Yeah, I knew it was one of those, Jonathan. I can't remember numbers really well like that. It's 12 or 13, somewhere right around there. It's steep. And boy, it'll just sink right into anything. It just whoop, right in. Super happy with the way this knife has come out. Oh, look at that. Adam coming in clutch with the link. So the order that the orders are received in is the order that the knives will ship in. Now, there has been a lot. So William, when he does a pre-sale, traditionally will do a 50% deposit. Now, guys, it's just me in here, and I saw a bunch of knives. So I can't keep up with, I mean, if I had to do that, there is just no way I'm going to keep all this straight. You're sending out invoices for the remaining 50%. I mean, no, I can't do it. So I talked to William, and what we really come up with, and I think it's what he's going to start doing, is I opened up Sezzle for it. Just check out using Sezzle. It'll break it up into 4 payments, 0% interest payments. So it's even better than a 50% down and 50%, that surprise 50% when it's done. You're going to have a quarter payment for the next, whatever the payment schedule is, like 4 months or every other week, whatever it's set up to be. I think it's every month. It's a payment. And so it's even a better option, right? So the knife, it'll all kind of coincide with that kind of 4-month timeline after the pre-sale's done. So it'll all kind of coincide together. I'm expecting this knife to do really well. And so it has already done really well in the pre-sale. So the sooner that you get in on one, the easier or the quicker you're going to get it, because they will ship in order. So yeah. Ted says, I miss his old school knives he made back in the day. I'm happy I have one of the knives he made before he got famous. Ted, the interesting thing about that is we're going to be reintroducing some of the old designs through Ridge Runner. So we talked about a lot of the stuff. So stay tuned if you like his old stuff. his older designs. We're bringing some of those back. So you want to stay tuned for that. He, you know, I know it's really cool to have like the OGs and stuff, but man, well, I mean, like anybody, things just get better and better. Like, I mean, we looked at his early knives were really, really good. He had some of his first ones there that we were looking at. And so it's kind of inspiration to bring back some of his older designs, um, updated with, the probably some of those older ones were probably '01 and carbon steel. So we're going to bring them back, Nitro V or AEBL. So kind of more up to date with what he does today. I will tell you, the dude is a heat treat machine. I mean, the steps that dude goes through to heat treat AEBL, golly dang, man. It ain't no joke. I have never seen anything like it before. Like, it is, I was like, no wonder the steel is so, I mean, it's so good. And it's just him in there. He's got a guy that works for him that helps with the handle setting and some of the shaping. And he's got a guy in there helping him do some rough end Codex work. But that's it. He's doing all the hard work. We got Yukon in the chat. What's up, Yukon? But super happy with that. That is going to be a beast of a blade. But if you want one of the first runs, you want to get in the pre-order. So his first runs, guys, I mean, they're kind of special, especially he's got quite a bit of a collector following. The first runs are always a little special. They're engraved first run right on the blade. You won't want to miss out on that. I have one completed production model that's going to be produced. I say production model, but I had the final version, I guess you could say. He's shipping to me. I didn't want to carry all these knives back on my luggage. And I'll tell you what, I'm glad I didn't. So I put this in with my camera gear that I checked, and I will tell you, they opened my box. Now I have a big Pelican case full of gear. These knives, they probably saw them on the scanner. They opened my box, couldn't get it closed back, so they haphazardly zip tied it back together and sent it. I was so pissed. And when I saw that, I mean, my heart just sunk. I'm like, man, these knives are gone. And so, but I mean, it was nice to be able to think, well, at least the other few prototypes that I have that are coming will be like shipped. So my heart kind of sunk because my first run, Contraband was in there, and I was like, oh God, somebody's stolen my stuff. But it was all there. But boy, they screwed up my box, man. They just stuffed everything back in there and zip tied it. Didn't even close it. So I was kind of pissed off there. I tell you what you go through at the airport, it's just, we were talking, we were on the way home last night, and it was like, we really haven't done anything besides walk to the plane and sit there. And it feels like you just get drugged behind the plane. By the time you get to where you're going, you get all your luggage. It's just so stressful. It just wears your butt out. Well, let's see. Yukon says, I'm hanging out with the best reactive target builder on the planet. Huh. Well, that's cool. That's quite the title. Let's see. Ted says, I have the 1095 steel knives he made. Yeah, that's cool. I don't think he does 1095. I definitely doesn't sell 1095. Did you see my flint knife I made him? Ted, I saw so much down there. My brain, I was there from Sunday till Thursday. So my brain, I probably did. Let's see. Patrick Wood said, every time I've flown knives, my luggage is lost. Thankfully, it's been recovered intact every time. Man, I tell you, it's just stressful. I don't like it. I swore off airports a decade ago, and I'll drive where I need to go. Yeah, Jacob, that's all fine and well and dandy until you own your own business and you don't have time to spend an extra 4 days in the car. I just didn't. I didn't have the time. I was planning on driving originally, but I just can't do it, man. I mean, it just wears. I mean, by the time you get there, you're just wore slap out. I mean, not that flying doesn't wear you out, but it's just too much time. My time is really valuable to me. Let's see. But I do like the idea of driving, and I drive whenever I can. But when it's over, if it's 2 days or more, I ain't doing it. I'm just gonna fly. Nice. Overton, I just came up with a long-range reactive target system. Shh. For some reason, I feel like that's somebody dressed up running around down range in a bulletproof case. Yeah, it was a good trip. It was really great hanging with William. I'm telling you, top notch, dude. You just don't get any better, man. We had some good barbecue. We went and had some chicken fried steak. I'll tell you what, the boy knows how to eat. Let's see. Adam, I have a fabricator. Local, we are literally drinking beer around my fire. Maybe have Overton send me a message. He's spooling oil. Are you going to fly to the meetup? The convoy is going to be half the fun, I think. Jacob, I'm still unsure about that. I think there's going to be 2 or 3 of us going. If that's the case, we'll probably drive. Because it won't be so bad and I can take the time. But if it's just going to be me going, no, I'll fly. I ain't going to drive. It's nice to have fun, but when you have a few businesses, it's a lot harder to go have fun. I just wouldn't be able to go. I can't do it. I got way too much going on around here between everything. So it's a lot for me to pick up and go somewhere. And I'm trying to get to where it's easier. But no, if it's just going to be me going or me and just one other person, I'll fly. I'm not doing that. I don't mind splitting that kind of drive up amongst a few people, but I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. Otherwise, I'll fly. But it will be fun. The meetup will be fun. I'm looking forward to it. If you don't know about Overton Windex, he's having a big meetup out in Montana this year. I'm going to be there. Going to have some free knives to give away. Maybe we'll do some competitions or something and win some knives. But yeah, man, wait till you see tomorrow what I just picked up. And I've never had anything like this before. And for you guys that like to fly under the radar with metal detectors, I'll leave it at that. It's pretty cool. I also picked up a very, very special one-of-one Jason Knott chopper. That is very special. It'll be hitting the website tomorrow. I also picked up a prototype dagger from him today as well, amongst some other really cool little things. You'll want to check them out tomorrow. But yeah, if you guys aren't in on the WCFK, then you're going to be missing out. I'm very excited about it. I love mine. It's what I've been carrying ever since I got down there. It's like, yep, this one's mine. I'll keep that. It's pretty slick. It's just really cool, like with this sheath and everything. Like you can really attach it however you want. I think it's a great tactical knife, plate carrier blade, everyday blade for me. I carry knives this big all the time. So we're going to be doing a lot more content with this guy. I think it's going to be very special. So there's some people I want to talk to about places this needs to go. It is definitely a battle ready knife. Just a hunk of steel, but it feels and it's balanced so well. And with the pry bar and everything, like everybody wants to use this as the pry bar, right? It's got a pry bar now. You want to open paint cans, you want to open your cans up, you want to open your crates up. That's what this is for back here. It'll take it too. So, yeah, fun stuff. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight. I'm sorry I don't have a whole lot of stuff to show you tonight. I am literally just trying to get my life unpacked in the last week. I'm going to be doing a lot more of this out of town stuff this year. My goal, so what we were doing down at WC's really was shooting content. So I took my videographer down, Mr. Raul, and we shot kind of a mini doc on William. So I'm really excited about that. If you guys are into William's stuff, you'll want to hear his story. hear his thoughts on a lot of things. We shot some really cool stuff. We're going to put that together. Our goal is to shoot one of these for every single one of our main makers this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I love that kind of stuff. And so yeah, excited about it. Excited about the future with William. I got a nice order placed while I was down there. So we got some more contrabands coming and 2 more of older designs or discontinued designs that we're bringing this coming month. So stay tuned for that too. I'm really excited, man. This year has really popping off to be a really good year. Last year was somewhat of a big struggle, and it was really hard year. And I'm looking forward to this year. It seems like things are moving that need to move, and I'm really excited about it. I think there's some really good things in store for Ridge Runner this year. Our store is going to be open next month. Our brick and mortar will be done next month, come hell or high water. And I'm just excited about it. I think it's going to be a good time. I'm really excited. When you've got so many irons in the fire, it's hard to tell where to go a lot of times, and I'm really starting to get a little bit of vision for this. I can see what it's going to be. So I'm really looking forward to it. And the partnership between my production company and Ridge Runner, really trying to pull those two together to create content. That's really fleshing itself out really well. We've got some really cool stuff coming, and we're really trying to really do some high quality production stuff. We have the capabilities of doing that, and we should do it. It's not like for it. I'm not having to. It's not as out of reach for me as it would be somebody else my size. So really excited. Jeff, I'm excited for you to come. Just know that you guys are always welcome at the office. It's a mess, and we are really cramped right now. If you ever see something online you want to check out, but you want to come by and put it in your hand, be my guest. I'm there every day. So most days, unless I have some like extenuating circumstance, just message me. You're always welcome to come by. We are in the little town of Stony Point, North Carolina. Our store that we're opening, it was an old pharmacy. It was a pharmacy forever. So it's an older building, and we're building it out to be really cool. It's going to be a cool little store. I want it to be a place where people just like to come hang out. We'll have a humidor there. And so, yeah, buy a knife, get a free cigar, maybe. I don't know. All right, guys. Peace, love, and happiness. Enjoy your Friday evening. Whatever the sports ball things are going on this weekend, I don't know. I don't have time to watch it. So y'all go have fun, and make sure you spend plenty of time with your family, the people that you love, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Ridge Runner blades, sharp and true, forged in the heart, fresh as dew. Buy one today.